And we welcome you to Southwest High School, home of the Southwest Dragons. It is high school football this afternoon. The Eagle Pass Winn Mavericks are making the trip here to South San Antonio to take on the very first district game of this district season here at the Southwest High School. So we hope you're ready and enjoying your holidays here this year. So grab your popcorn and your snacks and come on in. It is high school basketball. We are RC Audio Sports. Cesar Mendez, our cameraman, Coach Robert Villafranca here at Southwest Dragon High School. And Coach, boys basketball is ready to start here at the very beautiful campus of Southwest High School.
Boys basketball indeed, Bob. First game for 28-5A boys basketball district season. Of course, the girls basketball season started before Christmas. We time the girls and boys basketball season in a manner that they don't finish at the same time, so that the state tournaments are staggered as well. So the girls are 3 games deep. They're playing their 3rd game of the district season, but this right here at Southwest High School and at other venues today will be played the first boys district game here at Southwest. We have the Southwest Dragons, who've had a great non-district season, hosting the Winn Mavericks.
Coach, let's talk about the Winn Mavericks, because it has been quite a time since we've seen Eagle Pass Winn here in action here for Eagle Pass. They've been in this district for the last couple of years, but this is the first opportunity we get to take a look at the Mavericks, and they're having a pretty good season coming into this, or a good non-district season. So Eagle Pass Winn is excited to get the district started.
I think this is one of the best teams that the Winn Mavericks have fielded in recent memory. Had a little conversation with Coach Biddle before the game, and he tapped the brakes on that a little bit. He says, I've had a couple that are pretty close to this. He says it'd be hard to tell between, he said, his first team maybe 2 years ago and this one, but definitely this ranks up there among the better teams that Eagle Pass Winn, the Mavericks have fielded. And we expect them to contend for the top 4 spots here, and maybe a playoff bid.
If we're looking at the Eagle Pass Winn Mavericks, and led by Coach Biddle, in 2019-2020, they went 2-14, finished 8th in 28-5A. Then that following year, the 20 and 21 season, 1-13, 8th in District 28-5A. Last couple of years in 2021 and 22 season, 5-9, some improvement there. They finished 7th. Then the following year, which was last year, 22-23 season, 4-10, finishing 6th in 28-5A. Coach, tell us a little bit about the players to watch here for the Eagle Pass Winn Mavericks.
Eagle Pass Winn Mavericks have got a couple of seniors that are going to have to take leadership roles on the court. Jovan Jimenez and David Rodriguez are going to lead this Maverick team into the 23-24 season. And if they are going to make a dent, if they're going to extend this season for the Mavericks, their roles are going to be big. Jovan Jimenez is a scorer. He can put up 20 plus any night, and David Rodriguez, he'll bruise you. He's inside. He plays some great defense, and he can make a presence inside the paint pretty tough for opponents.
Well, that was an introduction to the Eagle Pass Winn Mavericks. We thank you all for joining us on this wonderful Friday afternoon, and especially want to welcome the audience from Eagle Pass, Texas. So we thank you for joining us. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit of the Southwest Dragons.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
Welcome you back to Southwest Dragon High School, where the Dragons are getting ready to host the Eagle Pass Winn Mavericks. And Coach Gianfranco, right before the break, we talked a little bit about the Winn Mavericks, and let's talk a little bit about Southwest here in their opening game for 28-5A district. Coach, they're led by Danny Stewart, the head coach for the Dragons. Tell us a little bit about who some of those players are for the to watch for the Dragons.
The Southwest Dragons, Bobby, of course, ranked number 6 in the San Antonio Express News rankings here recently. I mean, they have put together an excellent argument to be the top dog going into this district. The Harlandale Indians, of course, are the defending district champs. But if you look at these non-district seasons that these teams have had, the Dragons are way up there. Players to watch: Josiah McDonald, maybe up among the most athletic kids in this district. He might treat us to a dunk here tonight. He's done that just about every night. Trey Martin, Travis Hoon, Enrique Torres will lead the Dragons into this game and into this season. They're all outstanding athletes, great basketball players, and man, they can score.
The last few years for the Southwest Dragons in 2019-2020, they finished 5th in 28-5A with a 9-7 record. The following year, 2020 and 21 season, they finished at 500, 7-7, 4th in 28-5A, and then on 21-22, 6-8, they finished 6th, and last season finished 4th with 7-7. So it looks like we are getting ready to have the national anthem. We'll take one more quick break. When we come back, it's time for tip-off here at Southwest Dragon High School.
The attorneys and staff at Quezada, Larmond, and Brignac PC earn their clients' trust by serving with integrity and honor. QLB is committed to getting its clients' lives back on track. We represent cases that fall into the areas of family law, probate law, civil law, HOA law, and real estate law. The QLB team stands ready to assist our clients in all litigation. Our attorneys have extensive experience representing hundreds of clients, and we're well versed in Texas law and well acquainted with the court systems. Whether you need a trust, will, civil, real estate, or family lawyer, you can count on QLB. We know that your family is extremely important to you, and as our client, it is important to us as well. We strive to represent our clients as effectively and efficiently as possible. Our divorce and family lawyers know that working through the impersonal world of the legal system does not match the emotions you may feel. That is why, whether it's divorce, adoption, or any other area of family law, we strive to reduce the anxiety and stress of the situation through caring, understanding, and clear communication. In San Antonio, call the law offices of Carlos Quezada at 210-606-6568 or visit us in person at 2823 East South Cross Boulevard.
And that was the national anthem here at Southwest High School. The Dragons getting ready to face off against the Winn Mavericks from Eagle Pass. And the starting lineups being announced here for the Mavericks. So David Rodriguez, he is a senior. Freshman number 15, Humberto Munoz. Rodrigo Balbuena, he is a sophomore. He's number 33. And number 20, Jovan Jimenez, he is a senior for the Eagle Pass Winn Mavericks. And number 34, Alejandro Jimenez. That is the Winn Mavericks starting lineup. They are coming into this season so far 6th in district.
Now the starting lineup for the Dragons. Junior, number 3.
Actually, this is the first district game. Looking at the wrong bit of information here, but starting off for the Southwest Dragons, number 3, Trey Martin. Then we have number 4, Travis Hune.
Senior, number 5,
Janai Bermudez, number 5. He's a senior for the Dragons.
Junior, number 23, Enrique Torres.
Enrique Torres, number 23. He is a junior.
Senior, number 24, Josiah McDonald.
And Coach talked about number 24, Josiah McDonald. He is a senior here for the Dragons. And they are getting ready here to tip off. And we'll be underway for this 23-24 district season as 2023 comes to an end here, Coach.
Next time we stream, we'll be in 2024. So we're going to have to get accustomed to saying 2024.
Yeah, that's gonna. It always takes me about maybe 2 or 3 months to get that, but here we go. An adjustment for us all.
Much of your day is superior tax, helping people with their taxes. So you've got 2023 on your mind.
All year long is 2023 taxes, which are about to be ready to come due here. All right, the Dragons will get the party started here as they move the ball along the perimeter. I almost feel like I have to whisper. It's just a few people in the crowd today.
It's Christmas. It's the holidays, the Christmas season, and we forgot to. Clockman forgot to turn it on there, so we're going to wind the clock down just a little bit. First few seconds, the officials got to estimate about how much time went off the clock there.
Gives us a chance to use our golf voice here. There you go. Getting ready to inbound the ball, Josiah McDaniel. And here we go. Top of the key, Janai Bermudez. Over to the left side. Back over to Bermudez. Gets it down to the right side. A corner 3 for Travis Hune. And that'll go for 3 from the corner. Eagle pass will be challenged across midcourt. Handling the basketball, Alejandro Jimenez, and he'll get it over on the top. Pass will be taken away into the lane for another Travis Hune shot. So he quickly has 5 points here in a matter of 30 seconds.
Southwest, of course, putting a lot of points on the board, but a lot of it is because of their defense.
Great response here by Eagle pass. A missed layup by Humberto Munoz, but it was put back.
Romeo Seta, nice hustle right there. Johnny on the spot.
A little aggressive on the defensive side there by the Mavericks, number 34, Alejandro Jimenez. He'll get caught with his hand in the cookie jar, as they say.
He gets 5 of those. It's the holiday season.
Around the perimeter. Southwest now making their way to the top of the key. Long 3-pointer. That one will go. Josiah McDaniel will hit a 3 from, I'd say, about 23 feet. Nice pass and a block there by Travis Hune. That's worth another look here. As in the transition, the Mavericks trying to get down to the field. Travis with a nice block. Little shot in the lane, doesn't go. The rebound will be handled by Trey Martin. And the Mavericks defense, one-on-one at the top. That's number 34, Alejandro Jimenez. Ball is kicked by Jimenez. So the Dragons will have the basketball. Janai Bermudez senior guard here for the Dragons. He is guarded by Jimenez. Back over to Hune. Hune finds a man in the paint. Shot, no good. Here comes the Maverick. Fast break. And that basket is good for Rodrigo Balbuena.
Balbuena, all 4 of the Mavericks' points so far. The Mavericks in a 1-3-1 zone, really respecting their ability to penetrate and get by the perimeter defense. So they're going to start off here in the zone.
Hune, excuse me, just at the back of the rim, bounces out. Another fast break here. Opportunity for the Mavericks. And running down the court, number 20 for the Mavericks, that's Jovan Jimenez.
Jovan started that fast break and ended it as well. The Mavericks accepting the challenge here, facing that 1-3-1 zone. They're going to shoot from the outside.
Enrique Torres on a long three-pointer miss. The ball comes back the other way, and the Mavericks will get on the board again, and they tie it up. Let's take a look at that fast break once again.
Jovan opens it up. He trails it. He's right there through the nylon. Good for a couple. You're watching high school basketball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
Prom 2023 is just around the corner, and you want to look your best. At Rex Formal Wear, we've got you covered. Choose from a wide range of styles and sizes, and let our expert staff help you find the perfect fit. Don't wait. Come in and reserve your tuxedo today. Visit now and be the talk of the night.
We welcome you back here to Southwest High School. The Dragons and the Mavericks all knotted up at 8 here with 4:48 to go in this opening quarter. Dragons break the timeline. Torres gets it back to the top of the key to Bermudez. Double teamed, but now finding McDonald. He'll fire a 3. That one doesn't go. A battle for the boards belongs to the Dragons. But then the ball loose in the paint. Enrique Torres with the handoff underneath. Put in by Trey Martin. So now the Dragons with a 10-8 lead.
Tough to get control of that basketball for the Dragons or the Mavericks. A lot of giving back and forth there, and the Dragons ended up with that hustle point there by Trey. Martin gets the lead for the Dragons.
Alejandro Jimenez, he'll get the ball taken away, and into the lane, Trey Martin with an uncontested lay-in.
And another steal by Travis Hune.
Ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by the Dragons, so the Mavericks will maintain possession.
Travis Hune giving the Maverick offense some trouble there. A hand in the passing lane. He's got a couple of steals already. For the Mavericks coming in here is number 1, Austin Aguilera. Number 1, Austin Aguilera.
David Rodriguez handling at the top, left side. Ball taken away. McDonald one-on-one into the lane, and he throws it down. Coach Villafranca told you, he promised you a dunk by McDonald, and there it is.
Worth the price of admission right there, Josiah McDonald on a breakaway.
Here come the Mavericks, setting up their offense. Giovanni Menez kicks it out. Now over to Rodrigo Balbuena, and a three-pointer by Rodriguez will rattle out. Mavericks with the board. The putback no good. Giovanni Menez on the second chance. He'll get it. Here come the Dragons. Torres, cross court. Pass taken away by Rodriguez. Rodriguez into the lane, and he'll finish that layup off the glass.
David Rodriguez can get his hand in the passing lane as well. Some nice defense from both squads here early on.
Top of the key, Martinez. No, check that. That's Bermudez. 3 defenders around Bermudez. He'll hand it off to McDonald, excuse me.
Giovanni Jimenez called for a kick ball. That's a violation. Low risk, high reward play there. Keeps the ball from getting, keeps that entry pass from getting to where it was destined.
That's 2 kickballs for Jimenez. Ball taken away.
Oh, he stepped on the line there. And you know, as a violation, you have infinite number of those, you know. So it's not like fouls where you only get 5 of them. Kickball is really a good defensive play.
Dragons get the ball into Bermudez.
They're going to stay in that 1-3-1. They showed a 2-3 right after a timeout earlier, but they're right back in that 1-3-1. A little bit of a trap here on the free throw line extended.
McDonald dumps it down into the paint for Trey Martin.
6 points for Trey.
Top of the key. Mavericks, they kick it out. 3-point attempt. Roman Guerra misses that one. Here comes McDonald behind the back. Going into the lane, and a little finger roll will go for McDonald.
Point number 7 there for McDonald. He's the leading scorer here for the Dragons, averaging, let me take a quick look here on the timeout.
A steal by Janai Bermudez. He gets fouled, so not very many fouls called so far.
Pretty clean game. Josiah McDonald averaging 21 points per game. He's got 9 rebounds per game, so just a hair shy of a double-double there in the non-district play. AJ Franco coming in for the Dragons.
Dragons now inbounding the basketball.
Michael Butler also on that timeout entered the ball game.
Daniel to McDonald to Torres. Torres back over to McDonald. He'll fire a 3 from the top. He'll get his own board. Kicks it back out. 3-pointer off the back of the rim. It was a fight for the board. It was Michael Butler and I believe Giovanna Menez, but they were call a jump ball, and that will be awarded to the Mavericks, and the Mavericks will bring the ball up to court.
Big possession here for the Mavericks, down by 6, and the Dragons will do that to you. Just chip away, and if you're not careful in scoring with them, you're going to fall behind. That time, number 11, David Rodriguez, gets to the bucket. He's got 4 points in the first quarter.
Dragons. A screen comes from Michael Butler, but a foul will be called. So the Eagle pass.
Austin Aguilera called for his first foul. It's a 3rd team foul. 50 seconds left to go. New bonus rules this year in high school basketball. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk about them.
Torres lining up for a 3. He'll shoot it. Short, front of the rim. Ball handled by Butler. He kicks it out. Over to AJ Franco. Brings it back over to Torres. Now a corner 3. That one is short again. Nice putback by Enrique Torres.
Timed that rebound just right. Off the glass and off the rim, but Enrique Torres was there. A jump and a putback.
Mavericks off the glass. Nice basket. David Rodriguez, the senior guard for the Mavericks, keeping these Mavericks within 4 with 5 seconds remaining. 3 seconds. There's a shot from half court. Oh, nearly goes in. Rattled out. After a quarter of play, Austin Aguilera misses that shot. We're going to head into the second quarter. You're watching high school basketball on RC Audio Sports.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
Well, we welcome you back to Southwest High School, home of the Dragons, where the Eagle Pass Winn Mavericks trailing by 4. Coach, your first quarter assessment so far?
Well, looking at the non-district season and watching both these teams, we thought it was going to be competitive. The Mavericks, again, had a very good non-district season. They got a couple of hovering right around the 500 mark. 10-10 is what we have for their record. But a couple of quality wins against Floresville twice. They beat Floresville twice. Floresville's a very good team. I think that they would compete for one of the top 4 spots in our district. And Winn has beat them twice.
Well, certainly a game. Two great teams to start district here. Turnover by the Dragons. The Mavericks coming up the court. Alejandro Jimenez. And the basket by Jimenez. No, check that. That's Jovan Jimenez.
Jovan Jimenez with 6 points. And, you know, the Mavericks are really using that early offense to get their scoring up. 20-18. You think about that.
Great recognition by Torres to find Butler down low, but Butler could not finish and put that in.
Couldn't finish it. The early offense for the Mavericks is really working well, and the Dragons seem to be a little bit more comfortable in a patient offense, looking for the shot. Michael Butler at the line gets his first one. He's got a 74% free throw average. First point for DeMichael.
Completely misses the rim on that one, so the Mavericks will inbound the basketball.
21-18, Bobby. You know, little math there, and this game's in the 70s. This is at this pace, we're watching a game that could get into the 70s.
Into the lane.
Jovan.
Nice basket by Jovan Jimenez. And Coach, you know, we talk about when we making our basketball schedule, we try to get the most competitive game in this district. And I think, you know, by choosing these two teams, so far it's been back and forth between these two teams. Mavericks back. A little traveling violation. No. A little push. So I believe this is going to be the first foul against Southwest.
First foul of the game, first foul of the quarter, and we count fouls by quarter these days. So one team foul, and Jovan Jimenez again. Boy, he's wreaking havoc in the paint. Double digits.
He's really making the Southwest Dragons work inside the paint. He is willing his way in there. As the Dragons, nice little dump, kick out, corner, ball off the mark. Here comes a nice pass underneath, some great ball movement by the Mavericks.
Finished in the hands of Rodrigo Balbuena, but that looked like a shortstop to second baseman, a 6'4" double play there. Nice touch passes for the Mavericks.
Torres thought about that first one a little too much. I think he regretted not taking that shot. He'll take it there, and he'll get that three-point shot. And here comes the response by the Mavericks, Rodrigo Balbuena.
Again, the early offense for the Mavericks. We're all tied up at 26 apiece.
This is great action here on a Friday afternoon. McDonald dumps it down off the glass for Trey Martin.
And McDonald's got himself in double digits as well. So the two leading scorers scoring tonight, scoring this afternoon.
Oh, we've got a little injury down on the court, so let's take a quick break as they will tend to one of the injured Dragons, or Mavericks, excuse me. You're watching high school basketball on RC Audio Sports.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Welcome you back to Southwest High School, where the Dragons and the Mavericks. 2-point ball game here in the second quarter. Jovan Jimenez, who's been a big spark for the Maverick offense, has come off the court, limping just a little bit. They'll tend to him there on the bench for just a little while and see if he can come back in this ball game, hopefully at some point. Austin Aguilera kicks it out over to Rodrigo Balbuena. Back over to Aguilera, and whistle will blow, and that'll be a foul against the Dragons. Travis Hune will be the culprit.
Got 3 team fouls for the Mavericks, and as we alluded to earlier, team fouls are counted now by quarters. On the 5th team foul in a quarter, a team will go to the line. Every whistle after that is essentially what we used to call a double bonus. So after 5 fouls, shooting or not shooting, the whistle will put the aggrieved at the free throw line, and he'll have 2 shots.
Mavericks. David Rodriguez is at the top of the key. Balbuena trying to get something going for this offense. Most of the points here for the Mavericks, I believe, come off of fast breaks. Short jumper doesn't go, saved, and inbounds for the Dragons. Off the glass, nice little jumper for Travis Hune off the glass.
7 points for Travis Hune. He's averaging 9.6, so way ahead of schedule here with just at halfway through the through the second quarter, beg your pardon. 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
Into the lane, layup, too strong off the glass. Big board there by McDonald, Josiah McDonald.
Looks like Humberto Munoz is going to get called for his first foul. That'll be the second team foul for the Mavericks. And Jovan Jimenez over on the bench for the Mavericks and not really being tended to, so maybe he's just waiting for his an opportunity to come back. He did leave on his own accord, and certainly the Mavericks and Maverick fans would like to see him back on the court if he's well.
Ball moving around along the perimeter. Bermudez. Corner. 3. That one will rattle out, but the rebound and put back, no good. Here come the Mavericks. Austin Aguilera pulls up. Thought about taking a shot. He'll pass it cross court. Back to the top where David Rodriguez has a post player. He'll get the ball right back. Takes a shot through 3 defenders. Comes off the glass. And here comes a fast break as Trey Martin will finish there. And 6-point lead now for the Dragons.
And 8 points for Trey Martin.
That 3-pointer way off the mark.
AJ Gonzalez with the putback. One of the few baskets that the Mavericks have scored here in the half-court offense.
Nice ball handling skills. Enrique Torres into the lane, off the glass, too strong. Gonzalez had the board, but taken away by Bermudez. Into the lane, off the glass, and that one will go for Janai Bermudez.
Angel Gonzalez looked to have had pretty good position on that. No call, no whistle, no call.
And you got to credit the defense for that turnover as the ball was poked out of Angel Gonzalez's hand and landed in the hands of Bermudez, who went in for the basket.
Alejandro Jimenez coming back in. Roman Guerra will re-enter, and good news for Mavericks fans. Here comes number 20, big number 20, Jovan Jimenez into the game.
Enrique Torres back to the top to Bermudez. Back over to Torres. Torres lines it up, and he is short. And the Mavericks will come the other way. Nice fast break into the lane. Little hook shot there by Roman Guerra, the junior. Fast break points. One of the positive things here for the Maverick win, or excuse me, the Eagle Pass win Mavericks. McDonald kicks it out. Corner. Hune misses that one. Good board. Put back, no good by Trey Martin. Here come the Mavericks. 3-on-2 into the lane. Kicks it. Corner. 3-pointer. No. Rebound. Mavericks into the lane. That didn't go. Jovan Jimenez back into the game, but the putback was good.
Jovan Jimenez draw some contact on that first shot. He kept his composure, got the rebound, put it back. So right back within 2 points the Mavericks are.
underneath. A member of the Dragons, but Trey Martin will get the three-pointer.
Averaging 18 points per game. He's got 11 here in the first half.
Guerra misses that shot. Enrique Torres gets the ball taken away from him, and the putback for Roman Guerra as he took the ball from the hands of Enrique Torres.
Officials letting him play this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Where are we? This afternoon.
Yes.
It's a holiday season.
Long three for Janai Bermudez.
5 points for Janai Bermudez has surpassed his per-game average. Only 4.
Into the lane, nice layup. David Rodriguez.
8 points for David.
Coach, look, I mean, they seem to, the Dragons maybe get like a 6-point lead and then it easily gets cut down. And, oh, there you go. They've got to call that one.
That's a little, that was kind of physical. I think that was, that's a must call. Roman Guerra called for his first foul of the game. The Mavericks with 14 fouls. So if we hear that whistle, the new rule will come into play. We hear one more foul for the Mavericks in the final 39 seconds. We'll put the Dragons on the free throw line.
Janai Bermudez is guarded heavily by Alejandro Jimenez. Move the ball around. Hune for three. No. Rebound. Guerra. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will remain Maverick basketball. Or, excuse me, Dragon basketball.
Dragons insistent on going to that three-point well, and it really hasn't gone that well for them. That 1-3-1 defense for the Mavericks is doing its job.
McDonald, he is double-teamed, turns it over. Here comes Jimenez and the Mavericks. Into the lane, blocked by Janai Bermudez. As Eagle Pass was looking to go in for another fast break layup, but there was Janai Bermudez to deny any points. 12 seconds. Mavericks into the lane, up and under. Ball's out. Here comes the fast break, this time led by Balbuena. No, check that. That was Cerda, and that will do it for the end of the first quarter.
Got a game here, Bobby.
Promised you a good one. It's been a good one. 40-36 is our score as we get into halftime here. We once again thank you for joining us on this Friday afternoon in the holiday spirit. We thank you. So we will take a quick break and we'll come right back.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be a $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
When you belong to a place as much as it belongs to you, you call it home. A place to gather, entertain, and make memories near shops, restaurants, and green spaces. A place to raise a family and grow. Life is good here and getting better. And at Brooks, we are just getting started. Live Brooks.
You own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today. Or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
Prom 2023 is just around the corner, and you want to look your best. At Rex Formal Wear, we've got you covered. Choose from a wide range of styles and sizes and let our expert staff help you find the perfect fit. Don't wait. Come in and reserve your tuxedo today. Visit now and be the talk of the night.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates. You know this isn't enough.
Signed. Oh!
Come on, baby! It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today. Or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
The attorneys and staff at Quezada, Larmond and Brignac PC earn their clients' trust by serving with integrity and honor. QLB is committed to getting its clients' lives back on track. We represent cases that fall into the areas of family law, probate law, civil law, HOA law, and real estate law. The QLB team stands ready to assist our clients in all litigation. Our attorneys have extensive experience representing hundreds of clients, and we're well versed in Texas law and well acquainted with the court systems. Whether you need a trust, will, civil, real estate, or family lawyer, you can count on QLB. We know that your family is extremely important to you, and as our client, it is important to us as well. We strive to represent our clients as effectively and efficiently as possible. Our divorce and family lawyers know that working through the impersonal world of the legal system does not match the emotions you may feel. That is why, whether it's divorce, adoption, or any other area of family law, we strive to reduce the anxiety and stress of the situation through caring, understanding, and clear communication. In San Antonio, call the law offices of Carlos Quezada at 210-606-6568 or visit us in person at 2823 East South Cross Boulevard.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
And we are back here at Southwest High School. We're in the gymnasium, the Dragons' home field here.
The dungeon.
The dungeon, yes. We're plenty of Dragon pride all around here, and we are at the half, 40-36. It's been quite an entertaining game here, Coach. We talked about, and in the second quarter, as this game has come along, that the Dragons would probably get a good little 6-point cushion. But it would get back to tied and maybe 2, maybe 4 points now the lead here going into half.
The Mavericks are really capitalizing on the live ball turnovers, the missed baskets, defensive boards, and kicking it out quickly into a fast break. They're using the early offense to score. The Mavericks, I beg your pardon, the Dragons pretty much insistent on staying at the arc, and really the arc hasn't been, all that great for them yet so far. They start hitting that shot, and it's not as close as we have here after a couple of quarters. But again, these outstanding basketball teams here, and I would expect these two to be fighting for those 4 spots here throughout the season. Really happy to get the Winn Mavericks on one of our streams, and love that we love our Eagle Pass audience, and they've always been very hospitable to us anytime that we travel to Eagle Pass. So
certainly, maybe looking, or not maybe, I'm certainly looking forward to maybe a trip to Eagle Pass should we need to head out that way. There are some places that love to visit in Eagle Pass.
Well, there's a couple of places indeed, and the hospitality of Eagle Pass ISD and the Mavericks, the Winn High School coaching staff, always superb. And I'll tell you one thing about the Mavericks coaching staff: great restaurant recommendations. Coach
Yes.
Villasenor, if you're listening, you're 100% for all of your recommendations anytime we are in Eagle Pass. Again, it's the first game for the boys here in 28-5A. The girls in their third game, and a lot of afternoon games here. We haven't heard from some of the games, but we do know that over at Harlandale High School, it was a battle of 2-0 versus 2-0. The Southside Cardinals brought their 2-0 record to the Harlandale Gymnasium, beautiful Harlandale Gymnasium. Harlandale girls were 2-0 as well, and the Harlandale girls won that game 51-39. So Harlandale improves to 3-0, and Southside drops to 2-1. Also heard from McCullum early on. Haven't heard from them in a bit, but McCullum girls were handling that game pretty well against Southwest Legacy, up by about 15, 18 points at halftime. So that was the last that we heard from them. You're certainly welcome to on the comments if you have that score. If you want to text us, many of you have our number. You can text the score as well.
Well, all right, that's going to conclude the halftime here at the Dungeon here at Southwest High School, and it's getting ready to start the third quarter here. Coach Robert Villafranca, I am Bobby Mendez, Cesar Mendez handling the camera, and a little bit of technical duties. Coach Villafranca and Cesar sharing those duties at the same time. We try to make this production work for you guys. So
Cesar Mendez, Mr. Tech among us.
All right, here come the Dragons. No, the Mavericks, I should say. Quick whistle to start the third quarter.
Got to finish getting dressed there. Shirt tails in. And official says, okay, now we can start.
All right.
Quincy Barnes at Rex Formal like to see that. Make sure that everybody's well dressed.
Top of the key, Rodriguez into the lane. Nice block there by McDonald as Giovanni Menez gets blocked. McDonald, reverse lay, good. So the Mavericks will bring the ball in as their lead is back to 6. Ball roams around the perimeter. Drive, turnover. Here come the Dragons. Kicked out. Enrique Torres, 3, doesn't go, rattles out. Board belongs to the Mavericks. And here comes number 11, David Rodriguez. Hands it over to Alejandro Jimenez. Making their way down low. Nice put in by Giovanna Menez, who came out for just a little while in the first half and seems to have healed miraculously. Now here comes McDonald. He'll get it taken away. Fast break for the Mavericks. 2-on-1. Rodriguez can't get it to fall, but the putback by Munoz doesn't go. And the Dragons get the ball right back, set their offense up. That ball gets poked away by Alejandro Jimenez.
42-38 with 6 minutes and 19 seconds left to play in the third quarter here at Southwest High School. Beautiful gym that Southwest High School gets to play in. We always love visiting and talking about hospitality. Coach Stewart and Southwest ISD staff always very hospitable to us.
Hune from 3. Oh boy, that went smooth into the basket. 45-38 our score after that three-pointer. Well, Coach, yeah, you talk about the hospitality by the staff here at Southwest, and really cannot complain about any place that we go in this district.
Very well supported, and we appreciate that very much.
Nice save over to Enrique Torres. McDonald will bring the ball up. All the way by himself.
Oh, my goodness.
Got some moves off the glass.
With a couple of stops. That was a sightseeing tour. 13 points for Josiah.
Rodriguez, top of the key to Rodrigo Balbuena. He'll drive into the lane and he'll get fouled. And it was on his way to the basket, but he was not shooting. So the inbounds will happen underneath the basket. Underneath.
Point blank off the glass and no good. Here come the Dragons in their early offense.
Oh boy. Trey Martin just moves very eloquently. Nice layup. Good defense. Enrique Torres forcing the turnover. McDaniel. What a nice Euro drop step, slide step. I don't know what you call that one. But McDonald into the lane. That was a nice way to the basket for McDonald, and the timeout will be called as the Dragons will have their biggest lead of the afternoon. You're watching high school basketball on RC Audio Sports.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates. You know this isn't enough.
Signed. Oh! Come on, baby.
It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.
And we bring you back to Southwest High School, beautiful gymnasium here on the campus of the Southwest High School Dragons. The Winn Mavericks have taken the road trip here during the holiday season to open up the 28-5A district season. The Dragons have opened up a 51-38 lead. The 13-point lead is the biggest of the game so far by either team. And, you know, Bobby, one of the things that I think that the Mavericks aren't doing as well as they were in the second half as they were in the first half is, again, case in point, they're turning the ball over. They weren't doing that in the first half.
Turnovers, and then the Southwest Dragons really picking up their offense and getting into the lane as Trey Martin will be fouled on a layup, and he'll make his first trip to the free throw line.
That's their first trip, I believe, for anybody at the free throw line, isn't it? First time nobody's gotten in the bonus, and first time somebody's been fouled in the act of shooting. So we've got two shots coming. 51-38 is the lead. And
I believe there was free throws.
Oh, you're exactly right.
There was some earlier, but
by the Mavericks. You're exactly right.
So the first free throw for Martin doesn't go. His second is good. 52-38.
14 points for Big Trey.
Another turnover.
Early offense numbers.
And the layup is good for Trey Martin. Mavericks trying to stop the bleeding here. Underneath, Aguilera can't go in. Doesn't go. McDonald rebound over to Enrique Torres. Torres double team, gets it to Bermudez. Bermudez over to McDonald. McDonald, three-pointer, rattles out. Here comes Austin Aguilera. 1-on-3 into the lane. Never picked up that pivot foot.
Point blank shot for Austin Aguilera, and a basket there for the Mavericks, a very much needed basket. They've missed some close shots. Of course, very well defended, easier said than done, but they've gotten to the hoop and just have not been able to convert. Josiah McDonald, Bob, I'm getting in the way of your play-by-play there. Josiah McDonald scoring his 17th point of the night.
McDonald using all of his power and athleticism down in the paint to get those baskets, excuse me.
Z Voss entering the ball game. This will be the 16th game he's played this season. Z Voss, a junior for the Dragons.
Three-pointer, short. Josiah McDonald with the board and kicks it out.
Looked like he wanted to go up, and then he found Enrique over there at the on the arc and changed his mind, and that foot drag just a little bit called for the travel. 56-40, the Dragons are now with a 16-point lead in the third quarter.
Jimenez, left side, underneath to Munoz.
Another turnover for the Mavericks. Boy, they have really been hurt by these turnovers.
They've not been able to set up their offense. The defense for the Dragons has done a really good job of making it difficult for them to find any passing lanes.
Well, the half-court offense hasn't produced a whole bunch for the Mavericks yet. Their offense has come from that breakaway early offense, fast breaks, live ball turnovers, and they get an opportunity to do here, but the Dragons quickly back in defense.
Rodriguez to Aguilera. Aguilera with the Euro step back, gets swatted away. And here comes the Dragons. Nice alley-oop pass to McDonald from Bermudez. Here come another fast break. Behind the back pass. McDonald with a three. Josiah McDonald. The highlights just adding up for McDonald.
Mr. Inside, Mr. Outside. Duncan Trey.
Another turnover by the Mavericks. And Hune, nice little ball handling skills there, but the ball gets goes out of bounds, and a turnover by the Dragons. Again, the Mavericks really struggling here in this second half of the game. Trying to get the ball underneath to Angel Gonzalez. That ball goes out of bounds, and another turnover for the Mavericks.
20-point lead now for the Dragons. 61-40, 21 points if we want to be precise. This time the Dragons turn over. It's going back the other way.
Ball goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by junior Enrique Torres.
Alejandro Jimenez entering the ball game for the Mavericks, and again, it's a turnover, but it's a dead ball turnover. There's a big difference between live ball and dead ball turnovers. You don't get to get that early offense, and a dead ball turnover, defense gets to walk back and set up their defense, and you got to play against it. A little bit of a 1-2-2 zone here that the Dragons have befuddled the Mavericks with.
Basket finally goes for the Mavericks. A three-pointer by David Rodriguez. The Michael Butler now back in for Enrique Torres for the Dragons. Butler dumps it off to Josiah McDaniel, who lays it down with the one-hander.
We get a twofer today, Josiah McDonald.
He has
and the alley-oop, exactly. Maybe a threefer. Alejandro Jimenez answering quickly for the Mavericks.
So the Josiah McDonald kicks it out. Hune for three, doesn't go. Board controlled by the Mavericks. Fast break this time. They'll try to shoot a three, but into the lane goes Roman Guerra. He thought about the three, took the step inside, got that shot to go, and the clock winding down here as the Dragons looking or the Mavericks, I should say, looking for that foul, and they got it. Offensive foul will be called against the Dragons. A little too aggressive on the drive.
The Dragons looking for a collapse of the ankles play there, but a little bit of a push off on the whistle will negate that. And the Mavericks will inbound from the scorer's table.
Mavericks trying to cut this lead into the fourth. But another turnover as the defense for the Dragons almost taken away. 63-47 is our score here in the third quarter. Here's a quick look at the shot here, or the slam dunk by Josiah McDonald, as we get ready to go to break here. You are watching the high school basketball on RC Audio Sports YouTube.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
And we are in the dungeon here on the campus of Southwest High School. And right now, this is the home of Josiah McDonald here. He has really demonstrated some great basketball play here. His ability to get to the rim and play with his team as far as alley-oops, into the paint, great defensively, able to make some moves into the lane. I'm a big fan of Josiah McDonald, and Coach, I think we need to put some more Southwest Dragon games on our schedule.
Well, see what we can do about that. And he's got some points from behind the arc as well. So a complete basketball player Josiah is, as he hustles for that loose ball, all tied up, and looks like we're going to get a jump. Not sure which way the arrow goes. We're in the fourth quarter now. The Dragons leading the Mavericks 63-47, and you know, exactly right about Josiah. Just really complete and very athletic. You say get to the rim. I think it's get over the rim.
Yeah, definitely. The Mavericks in the third quarter really struggle to maintain possession, and once again they turn the ball over as into the lane goes Azarian Voss. That ball doesn't go. Somehow gets poked back away and lands in the hands of the Dragons to Michael Butler, but the whistles will blow, and I think they said
hit the backside of the backboard after one of the Dragons had touched it, so essentially out on the Dragons, and inbounding the Mavericks will do from about 94 feet away from their bucket.
Here come the Mavericks trying to stop the bleeding. And as soon as I say that, another turnover. And what another athletic play there by Trey Martin. You've got Trey Martin, Janai Bermudez, Josiah McDonald. This is a heavy-hitting Southwest Dragon basketball team.
Enrique Torres, might we say. Travis Hune is it a few. Oh, my gosh. This is a complete ball club right here. Fouled in the act of shooting, Jovan Jimenez is, so he's got 2 shots coming. First foul of the quarter. First team foul.
Off the back of the rim for the first free throw.
Jovan Jimenez, a 66% free throw shooter.
Averaging 19.7 points a game for the Mavericks. Second free throw doesn't go. Board controlled by the Mavericks. Rodriguez around the perimeter. Guerra misses that shot. And Martin will come up with the board. He is pressured. Here comes Voss. Gives it to the right side. Back over to Voss. He gets blocked on a three-point attempt. And here's a fast break for David Rodriguez. He'll lay it in off the glass. As the Mavericks turn the ball, or get the turnover and capitalize. Here comes Voss into the lane, dumps it over to Butler. But the Mavericks coming right back fast as Jimenez could not get that one to go, and the ball goes out of bounds. Dragon basketball.
Nice adjustment at halftime by the Dragons. A little bit of a 1-2-2 zone, and really the Mavericks were struggling with that half-court offense in the first half anyway, but they've really denied early offense. The Dragons have denied an early offense from the Mavericks and really shut their scoring down quite a bit. They were at a pace to score it. They were at a pace to score 70, 80 points, and now that pace has slowed quite a bit. We've got a foul in the backcourt. It'll be the Mavericks' first team foul.
Mavericks getting a little bit more aggressive on defense.
Well, they've extended it now, a full court, looks like a full court zone press. And that's what you got to do down by 20. But boy, it's hard to succeed with as many athletes as the Dragons have with that half court with the full court defense is what I mean. Full court press.
Rodriguez to Munoz. Munoz struggling in the paint, not able to get those shots in the bucket. Three-pointer, no good as Trey Martin misses that one. Here come the Mavericks. Nice move by Aguilera. He gets the ball stripped away. That was Enrique Torres on the heads-up defense. The ball does go out of bounds, and it will remain Maverick basketball. Rodriguez will get the inbound. Rodriguez into the lane on three defenders. Finishes nicely. But again, this lead very big here for the Dragons. There's a fight for the basketball. Here comes Martin, and he'll come down with a two-handed slam. He gets invited to the dunk party.
Trey Martin and Josiah McDonald both with 20-plus points, and Trey's going to add to that.
Martin again, and another turnover by the Mavericks leads to another 2 points for the Dragons. It's now a 20-point lead as Enrique Torres takes the ball away. Nice bounce pass into the lane. That was A.J. Franco finishing for the Dragons, and the ball does go out of bounds. And I don't know, Coach. I've seen a lot of basketball, but I think this Southwest Dragon defense has created a lot of turnovers, probably more than I've seen in a game.
It's a special squad, and again, ranked number 6 in the San Antonio Express News rankings. They're up there among the elite teams in San Antonio. They've really put together quite the resume. A 4th-place finisher last year, but I mean, you got to put them in the mix. They're title contenders. The Arlington Indians, of course, the defending champs. But I mean, this is gonna be a battle for that crown.
Enrique Torres, long three. That'll go for the junior.
Enrique Torres with 8 points today, according to my numbers, averaging 9 for the game, averaging 9 points per game for the season. Another turnover in numbers for the Dragons.
One-handed slam doesn't go for Trey Martin. Torres, top of the key, swings it around. Three-pointer from the corner. No good for Martin. The Mavericks slow it down on the fast break. They settle for a three-point shot. Roman Guerra will get that to go. Three minutes, 15 seconds to go in this ball game. Underneath, great recognition by Enrique Torres to get it down to A.J. Franco.
Boy, the chemistry, the passing is just the second half. The first half, the Dragons didn't have the best first half. I'm sure they've played all the season long. They haven't had the best one here in the early going, but the second half, man, they are really firing on all cylinders.
And I think it was number 20, Nathaniel Cerna. I said A.J. Franco, but I think that was Nathaniel Cerna with the basket underneath. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Coach. The chemistry with this team is what makes it work here. As a three-point attempt doesn't go. Enrique Torres was last to touch it. No, he was not. Ball does go out of bounds, and the Dragons will bring the ball in.
Francisco Jimenez enters the game for the Mavs. The Mavs foot planted firmly on the gas pedal here.
Jimenez gets it down into Francisco Jimenez. Misses that shot. Romeo Cerda gets a bucket. How about that hustle, coach? Still going for basketball. Up 80-54 with 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go.
26-point lead and still hustling and chasing balls on the floor there. So the Southwest Dragons are here for a reason. Number 13 is in the game, Jalen Brown.
A.J. Franco with the steal in the basket. Oh. Here come the Mavericks. Again, the defense for the Dragons, making it difficult. Good hustle play there.
That was Noah Lusar in the paint, trying to push that shot away. And again, the just a complete ball game from the Dragons. The interior defense has been outstanding. The Mavs have gotten very close. Have gotten seemingly point-blank shots, but the interior defense has been just great for the Dragons.
And, of course, plenty of turnovers by the Dragons that led to points. There's one thing getting the turnover, but it's capitalizing on those turnovers.
Up at 80 points already with about a minute and a half left to play, and those turnovers in that second half really increased the pace of the Dragons scoring. They didn't get a whole bunch of early offense in the first. They were relying a lot on their half-court offense and the perimeter shooting, but that second half has been a different story. Lots of turnovers.
That's where that separation really occurred, is the start of that third quarter. Whatever Coach Stewart had a chat with them at halftime really sparked them to get things going in the second half.
Well, active hands and defenders in the passing lane. The steals number went up, and the turnovers for the Mavericks went up. They didn't have many turnovers in the second half. I think the Dragons were a little bit. Their defense was a little bit on their heels, and the Mavs were able to move the ball around, but not so in the second half. And here we go, another steal going to the bucket.
Into the lane, Romeo Cerda. As the points keep coming for the Dragons.
And the defense at full throttle.
Ethan Key Perot into the ball game. .47 seconds to go here. It's a 30-point advantage for the Dragons, and it's an and one opportunity here for
Ethan Kiperos. 2 points, got one coming and one. Free throw, the old-fashioned ways. Beg your pardon there, Bob.
42 seconds now. 38 seconds. Now the Dragons just playing keepaways and move the ball along the perimeter. Lusar, top of the key, gets it over to Franco. Franco to Romeo. Three-pointer. Back of the rim. Lusar with the putback. Doesn't go. Got his own rebound.
84-57. Here's the score. 15 seconds to go. The Dragons will walk away from this game victorious, 1-0 to start the district play. But I think this is a statement game for the Mavericks. I think the Mavericks are here to fight for one of those 4 spots here at the top of the district. We appreciate you joining us here. We'll be here every Tuesday and Friday, trying to bring you the best game available to us, and we hope that you'll join us.
Indeed, 84-57. You talked about the Mavericks of Eagle Pass Winn, making this trip to San Antonio here, and plenty of things that they could look at in this game here. plenty of things that they could look at, and again, attribute this big lead for the Southwest Dragons to a lot of turnovers that happened in the third quarter. So the final score, 84-57. We are going to take a quick break here as we are going to chat about the player of the game, the Martinez and Associates player of the game. So we thank you for joining us. Keep it right here to find out who this afternoon's player of the game is. We'll be back in just a moment.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Introducing a new era in real estate investment. The JLM Real Estate Investment Team offers fast, simple solutions for distressed properties. Perhaps you've inherited a troubled property, or you have fallen behind on payments, or you don't have time to hassle with repairs. The JLM approach is built on ethics, understanding, and empathy. Jacob and Lisette Martinez promise you a hassle-free experience. Call them today.
We welcome you back to the dungeon here on the campus of Southwest High School. We thank you for joining us. Again, we thank all of those that tuned in from Eagle Pass. Thank you for joining us. 84-57, the final score here. The Southwest Dragons will start their district campaign 1-0, and the Dragons will then move to... we'll get the schedule up on our RC Audio Sports social media pages, and Coach Villafranca is down on the field, or on the court, I should say, trying to get the photo for our Martinez and Associates player of the game. So we're going to go ahead and give that award over to none other than Josiah McDonald. He is the senior guard for the Dragons. We have him for 22 points, but we'll have the official stats when we share his photo on the RC Audio Sports Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. So that will be posted on our social media. But again, we want to say congratulations to Josiah McDonald, who had a fantastic game. And there's Coach right now getting a photo with Josiah. We'll see if we can get a shot of him as he is getting photographed for our social media posts. So congratulations to Josiah McDonald, the Martinez and Associates player of the game. Coach Villafranca making his way back up. I want to say thank you for joining us, and of course, happy holidays. And by the time we talk again, it'll be a brand new year. So make sure and follow us on all our social media platforms. Thank you for joining us, and have a good afternoon.
Hi, I'm from your local insurance agency. So sorry to hear about your accident. Here's a check. Sign this.
We just signed with Martinez and Associates. You know this isn't enough.
Sign. Oh!
Come on, baby! It's a mistake to go against the auto insurance companies all alone. Just like it's a mistake to go against UTSA All-American linebacker Trey Moore.
Voted the best law firm in San Antonio 3 years running. Hire Martinez and Associates.